Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you are watching this. So, what have I been up to? Well, basically, I can't film here when it's raining. It's just so frustrating. That doesn't mean I've stopped working on the minute. I have been busy doing things on the minute. I've gone to film some of it. You can't hear anything, and then other times I thought it's recording, it's not recording. It's just one of these things with YouTube sometimes. So, anyway, so I have got a bit of welding that I am going to try and show you because there's no rain at the moment. I do live in Manchester, so that could change at any point. So, where am I up to? Well, what I'll do is I'll take you off the tripod and then you can see exactly where I'm up to. So, you know it's serious when he's putting filler on. So, I have been putting a bit of filler on because I've welded the closing panel in there now. Yeah, it's not the most beautiful thing on the planet. But skimmer filler and all, and then this all, what's it called? Gravitex and then black, and you won't see it anyway, so I'm not too bothered. But yeah, skimmer filler on there. I did a repair there quite a while ago, so I just wanted to give that a skimmer filler just so I can rub it back and see what it looks like. Towards the back end, I'm just clearing out the boot. I've sent the fuel tank off for powder coating, and I've also just test fitted the rear loom in, so as you can see there, I'm just working through that at the moment. Got a friend helping me with the loom because, yeah, looms are not my game, but I have fed that all the way up, all the way through and down to the front, just to make sure that it was that it was long enough and there wasn't anything missing. So that's that bit. What else have I been doing? So, as you'll know, or if you don't know, but the Micro operates a cable clutch. So the cable will come round from the pedal and it'll go through there and then onto that arm there. But I have decided to opt away with this, so let's take this off. Insert Benny Hill music here. So, taking that off. So that's, like I say, that's the cable version. And the reason we're taking it off, because we are fitting this version. So let's just offer them bolts back in. There we go. So that took way longer than it should have done, but hey ho. So this will turn it into a hydraulic clutch. So the idea is that I'll be cutting this and welding a new piece on. So obviously when that pulls back, that will pull back that arm. So yeah, so braided hydraulic cable that will go up to the, just up, where is it, just up there to the Classic Mini. So that will convert it. I'll be putting another bracket on the back of that there. Put you back down again. Yes, I'll be put another bracket probably down to the box there to hold it around there as well. But it'll be something like that. So it'll be like I say, so now when I press the pedal, which will activate the hydraulics, and then engage the clutch and let the clutch go again. So hopefully this is the last bit. I've said this before, but this is the last bit that's going to need welding on the shell. Because like I said, the main things were the rear valance that I've sorted, the bits that I've sorted it previously, then the other side of the closing panel. This closing panel is actually quite good. This bit here is the remainder of the wing. So I need to grind that and actually see if I can see where the spot welds are to take that off. But this is what I'm going to concentrate on at the moment. So I'm going to get the finger sander out, get this back to bare metal, take that little bit off there, and then we're gonna weld it up. So this here is just a buzz bar from an electrical box. It's perfect because you can put it behind there and then you can weld over the top of it, and you don't get, it doesn't stick to that, so you take that away and your weld will sit in that hole nicely. So let's clamp this on. So that's that now in. There's a couple of little pinholes in this one, but the other ones seem pretty good. And then I did actually get this off. I made a right bloody mess of it using a screwdriver and a hammer. So all this is just stuff that still needs to come off. But I've just etch primed it now because I'm going in, so this will be the next job. So it'll need all cutting back with the grinder. And the finger sander, making it all nice, get rid of all these scabs and stuff, and then I can put a skimmer filler on it and then smooth it back. So another successful night, I think, in the garage, cracking on and all these little bits, and I'm pretty sure that's the last of the welding when it comes to the shell anyway. I've got plans to do some more bracing for the subframe and also for brackets and things like that for the alternator, radiator, etc. But they're, you know, you're welding thicker steel, which is much easier than blowing holes in this thing. So yeah, I'm fairly happy with that. That's a bit chewed up just looking at that now. It's gonna need some work. That the next episode, I say this, but it never goes to plan, but I think the next one will be cleaning, prepping and painting the inside of the boot. I want to get all that boxed off and that's back end of the car done realistically, and then I can start making my way forward and let's say doing the bracing and things like that, and then just working out where everything's going. And yes, Alex Hennessy, the flip front as well. There's a bit of work to do on the flip front, and probably a bit more bracing to do actually with when it comes to the front end itself. But that'll all come in future episodes. But just to let you know, I am cracking on. I brought my phone, smashed my phone screen, which I'm absolutely gutted about because it's like 280 quid to fix a screen. So that's what we're getting done. And then I had real bad chest infection over Christmas. I ended up having to go for a COVID test Christmas Day. Still not right, as you can probably hear. So it came back negative, but it turns out I had a chest infection. Still coughing to this day. And obviously when you cough, people think it's COVID, so it's not COVID. I just felt I felt very under the weather. That's probably the illest I've felt, if not ever, for a very long time. So yeah, and then it's obviously prep these inner wings and things like that for the Gravitex, and we'll do the bulkhead and everything. But yeah, it's cracking on, and we're moving on. Oh, before I go, I have put a lot of people might moan about this, but I put a second-hand rear wiring loom in the car. I did contact Auto Sparks, who wanted at least 14 weeks for the wait period. Yeah, you can buy it from mini suppliers, but they get it from Auto Sparks. You're going to be waiting the same sort of time, aren't you? So I have run a second-hand wiring loom. A friend of mine's gone through it all and he's labelled it all up and he's done continuity tests on it. So we are confident in that. The only thing we wasn't confident is the plug has been cut off for this side, so I had to buy a new, they're called Econoline, I think. Econoline plug for it. But it makes it really handy for feeding it through, I'll tell you that for free. So I managed to feed it, I think most people feed it front to back, and I fed it back to front. So that needs to, so I just wanted to make sure that that was long enough, and it is. So the person I got that off, or whoever, has cut that at the right point, basically. I've cut it right at the plug, which is absolutely ideal because we just need to repin it and we should be good to go. And I think that's it. Yeah, so stay tuned, guys. I am doing stuff, I am messing around, and I'll keep you updated as much as I can. Thanks.